Hello there. How's it going? Happy Friday. It's Friday. Everybody, come on in. Say hello. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Tonight is going to be a little bit upbeat. I'm not going to be teaching you anything. I'll be dropping knowledge, but I won't be teaching you how to do anything tonight. Tonight we're going to be talking about making those coins. And are you tired of making pennies at your job? And if you are, then you're in the right place because I'm going to tell you how to turn all of that around. So you want to be here. You want to be here, especially if you are not making the money that you want to make in your job. So come on in, say hello so I can say hello back to you. I am not going to delay tonight. It's Friday night. I have to go do some mommy duties and I haven't had dinner. So we're going to just jump right in. If you're catching this on the replay, type replay in the comments, of course, because I want to see who caught this on replay. So I am Vashana Weatherspoon, career strategist and excellence accelerator, helping women who feel frustrated in their careers to emerge from stuck and surge to their next level of success. I'm also the host of the Know Your Worth Career podcast that's centered around these very same issues, helping women to get unstuck, to have the career that they want, to live the life that they want with a career that supports it, to have the growth and promotional opportunities that they desire. All of those things. And I have special guests who come on who talk about different topics all related to women in their career and knowing their worth. So stay tuned. I'll tell you how. Actually, if you want a preview, you can see some of the very first episodes on my Facebook page, my Facebook business page, that is, which is at Coach Vashana. But there's more to come, and of course, they progress after this. So let's go ahead and get into it. Before I tell you what I really want to talk to you about tonight, invite a friend, tag a friend, invite a friend, tag a coworker, invite a coworker, a family member, somebody who is making pennies and they're sick and tired of it. They want to make some coins. So, and please share this video. I'm being lighthearted and funny about it, but this is really some good information. It's some good stuff. So this is something that I've been seeing it in different spaces or whatever, but I thought, you know what? This is something that my women who are frustrated and stuck in their careers, who are not making the money that they want to make, need to hear. And especially you guys, I know some of you are going back to school while you're working so that you can advance your careers and maybe not making the best choices when it comes to, finding career goals that are going to support what you really desire from your career, which is more money and better opportunities and more fulfillment and all of those kinds of things. So I'm going to talk to you tonight about some jobs that you should be considering if you're thinking about going back to school. So anyway, like I said, not really teaching you anything, just sharing some knowledge. And this is particularly targeted to women, but beyond that, women of color, because women of color have a different experience in the employment space than women in general, than white women specifically. And women, African American women, we just have the worst experience when it comes to the corporate workspace. A lot of women never meet the 100K mark, which is this magical mark that everybody wants to meet because they think when they get there it's going to, be something so different and so spectacular. But studies have actually said that after you reach about $75,000 a year in annual salary, that your happiness doesn't really change or increase or anything like that because you have the basis of what it takes to take care of your needs. But I'm not telling you not to reach for your $100,000 goal. Go for it. And I'm going to tell you how you can get there quicker, right? So here are some hot jobs for women to help you to hit that 100K goal faster. So grab a pen, write them down, and some of these you might be surprised about, but I think most of them you won't. A lot of them are STEM careers, so women, get your daughters involved in the sciences and technology early because that's where the money is. And the higher salaries usually mean more education, but not always. So let's jump into it. There's 15 of them, and I'm going to give you some information about what those 15 are. So when you're considering what you want to do in your phase 2 of your career, these might be some things you want to look into a little bit further. And I'm starting from the bottom of the list, and I'll work my way to the top. And these actually came from a report on CNBC. And so 15 is a management analyst, and they employ about 225,000 women, and the annual earnings is about $68,380. Not bad, right? $68,000. That's pretty good. And again, annual earnings average. We have civil engineers. There's about 61,000 women employed in that arena, and they're earning about $70,000 a year. You have computer programmers for you technically inclined people. There's 89,000 women employed in this field, and they earn about $71,000. We have financial analysts that's in this list, and there's 108,000 women employed in this career field, earning about $71,000. We have physical scientists. So kids, when you're in school and you're studying physical science, just remember this is something that's good for girls to get into. 122,000 women earning about $73,000. We have psychologists. And I don't know, we probably need even more psychologists, especially African-American women psychologists, because of cultural issues, first and foremost. But anyway, 71,000 women employed in this occupation, making about $75,000 a year. You have software designers, and there's quite a few of these. There's 265,000 women employed as software developers, and they earn about $80,000 a year. Not bad, right? You have your physician assistants, about 66,000 women employed in that arena, making about $85,000 a year. Okay. Did y'all hear what I said? Then we have lawyers. You know, that's pretty common, right? I think we're getting to the ones that maybe are not so much of a surprise right now, but the lawyers, there's a lot of women, attorneys, 337,000, and earning about $91,000 a year on average. You have your physicians / surgeons, 352,000 women. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. 352,000 women earning about $91,000 a year. You have nurse practitioners. There's 129,000 women working as nurse practitioners and earning about $95,000 a year. Let's see, how does that work? Nurse practitioners averaging more than physicians and surgeons. I don't know about that one. Okay, pharmacists. 147,000 women earning about $95,000 a year. And drum roll, we've gone through all these science and technology positions, but guess which one earns the most for women and has quite a few number of women in it? Chief executives, the people who are running organizations. Now, we know as a whole that we don't make up a large percentage of the people who are running corporations and organizations, especially large Fortune 500 companies, but for the positions where we do hold those positions, there's about 313,000 of us earning about $100,000 a year, right? So let me point out, because I've already pointed out a discrepancy or what seems like it could be one, is that these are average annual salaries and that actual amounts are going to vary depending on location, experience, and a host of other factors. These are just if you were to look at the whole 50 United States and you know that, cost of living is different as you go across the states, then if you average all of those together, these are just average earnings. Some places and some occupations are going to be far beyond these numbers that I've just repeated to you, and some will be lower. This gives you an idea of hot careers for women, and these were the hot careers in 2018. So, ladies, if you're looking for something, these are some things to consider. Now, if you are in the job market, you're thinking about something that you want to do, I just gave you some careers to consider. But if you're still confused and you don't even know which one of those you should try to think about, then I'm offering my free 3-part e-course entitled Career on Fire, 3 Steps to Your Next Level. And it is 60 minutes of content broken down into 20-minute segments that walks you through different steps to help you to figure out which one of those careers is the career that you need to pursue, especially if you're going to go back to school anyway, or if you already started and you need to go back and finish up some credits or whatever, why not? And the pay is great. We just talked about the pay, right? So you can get my 3-part e-course, Career on Fire, 3 Steps to Your Next Level, at my website at www.vashanaweatherspoon.com, and that's my name, vashanaweatherspoon.com. If you hop on over, put in your details, you can have it in your inbox tonight. So this is what I want to leave you with, though. I don't know. I mean, probably, unless you live in a hole somewhere, you have heard about Michelle Obama's new book, Becoming. And it is, become a bestseller overnight pretty much. But in it, she was talking about feeling like she wasn't good enough. This was, what was it? Advice to her younger self is what it was. And she was talking about, feeling like she wasn't good enough, that she didn't fit into certain places. She didn't belong. She wasn't smart enough, and all of those things that, at some point, we've all felt. She was questioning why anyone would want to listen to her, and this the usual things. If you're honest with yourself, some of you are good at that. Some of you are not so good at that. But if you're honest with yourself, everybody has felt that way about something at some point. You kind of question, I don't care how smart you know you are or how good you know you are, especially when you're broadening your circles and you're coming into other people who are just as good, you start to question or doubt, oh, am I as good as that person? Or, all of these crazy things that come into our heads. And, it's just human nature. Doesn't mean that you stay that way and you keep that train of thought, but it's human nature. But what she said is that she learned after being in lots of elite spaces and with all kinds of powerful people that they are no smarter than anybody else. As a matter of fact, she said they're not that smart at all. And I have come to learn that too. My truth is that they know what they have been trained to know. And they probably know that very well. But that applies to you also. You know what you know. And you probably know it very well. And it might very well be something very different than what the other person knows that you're comparing yourself to. Doesn't make theirs any better. Doesn't make yours any worse. It's information. It's knowledge. It's skills. It's experience, right? And so we all have strengths. We all have weaknesses. And that's why we're stronger together. Because we pull up on the strengths that each of us bring. And collectively, we're stronger, we're smarter, we're better. So don't let anything or any of these jobs or anything that I talked about tonight intimidate you into thinking that you can't have it, that you don't belong, that you're not smart enough, and any of that kind of stuff. What I leave you with tonight is that you are enough. And you can do whatever it is that you want to do. This is especially to my African American women who are struggling in your careers, trying to get ahead, trying to get to that 100K mark. And I'm talking to you specifically because I know that we are the underdogs when it comes to the corporate space. And I'm here to help change that. Okay? Now, I'm not excluding anybody else because I'm an inclusive kind of girl. But I just wanted to share that. That's all I have for you guys tonight. That's it. The last thing I ask is that you like this video. Share the video. Help some women who are trying to help themselves, who are trying to help their situations, help their families, help their generation, help to leave a legacy so that their children can have something to be proud of, something that they can say that they left, that people are going to remember them by, that their loved ones are going to remember them by. That's all I ask. Have a wonderful weekend. I will see you guys. You might see me on the weekend. Who knows? If I'm not so busy, I might pull my head up and pop on live. But if I don't, I will see you guys next week. Have a wonderful weekend and talk to you later. Bye-bye.